Now, we've got a lot of catching up to do. The last video we put up of our Next Level Football League highlights was us being absolutely demolished, put to the sword really, by an ever improving #United side. We've got 2 games to catch up on in this video. The run doesn't get any easier at all. First #United, then Arsenal Fan TV, and then a rejuvenated London City side that looked very, very dangerous this season. So we've got those 2 games to catch up on. So the highlights are going to be a bit shorter this week. Unfortunately, we didn't have the footage for the Arsenal Fan TV game either, so we've had to nick the Next Level Football League highlights, but we're going to give our little own opinion and spin on it and a little bit of commentary on that. So 2 games to catch up on in the next 10 minutes. Let's get on with the first game. So as I mentioned then, the first fixture we need to catch up on is a Matchday 9 fixture against Arsenal Fan TV, a side that we absolutely whooped first time around, but their squad has completely changed. They're a completely different side since then, and now they are up the top of the table and looking like one of the favourites for the competition. So it's going to be a tough fixture, especially after that #United defeat. Let's have a look at the lineup. We've got Grez in goal, as always. McCreasy at the back. He's going to be flanked by Steve Locke and Ali Campbell. Chris Hobster and myself in the midfield. James Heiser up top. And on the substitute bench there, you may see number 8, Johnny Groves. The first time we've seen that name in an MHFC lineup, despite us having that number 8 Johnny Groves shirt for about 14 months. He was meant to play in the #United 11-side fixture. Injuries ruled him out of that, and he's finally put the shirt on. So can he put in an inspirational performance on his debut then to get us a win in what is going to be a very difficult game? As we look at the highlights then, obviously just kicking off, we know that Arsenal Fan TV are going to play a very attacking style of football. They've got a lot of fast players, but it's us who actually look to get in behind first. James Heiser hitting a shot early and a good save by the keeper there, just tipping it round the post. As we see myself on the corner there, just rolling it to Chris Hobster, and it was literally only about 30 seconds into the game. Chris Hobster there with a lovely little finish, rolled into the bottom corner then from quite a simple little corner kick routine there, but 1-0 up early doors, and now we'll be trying to hold on to this. Things looking good so far. Let's see a little bit of pressure at the back as well. Arsenal do like to play the ball around at the back a lot. Steve Locke, unfortunately, not being able to put that one home. As we see Arsenal Fan TV then obviously coming back and trying to get back in the game. They did quickly get a goal only a couple of minutes after we scored. Probably my fault there, diving in a little bit on the edge of the box. As we see there, steps past me, fires it into the bottom corner, and Grez rooted to the spot. As Ali Campbell then coming forward, and he gives it away, and you can't afford to do this to Arsenal Fan TV. They've got so much pace on the break, especially this guy Khan, absolute player. I think he's semi-professional, and he just steps past Steve Locke there, makes that look very, very simple, and just slots it into the bottom corner. Just a little shift through Creasy's legs there. How many times do you see that? And just like that, it's 2-1 to Arsenal Fan TV. We're there with the confidence now, and they're going to play the possession game, holding it at the back, and he plays the ball over the top to the guy who's just in a ridiculous amount of space. Not sure what was going on the back there at all. Far too much space for the man at the back, and then again it's just a simple 1-on-1 finish and 3-1, and that was literally just the middle of a spell of, I think, probably about 4 minutes where they did score 4 goals, and you're about to see the 4th goal now as we see this Khan guy stepping past his man again, exactly the same as his last goal, not learning from our mistakes. And good finish from him again, it has to be said. You see it just 1-on-1 with his man, uses his pace off the line, gets past Grez, who may be a bit upset with the angles there, got that a bit wrong, but 4-1. And that was the end of the first half. And at the second half, we did come out a lot stronger. We see here, this is probably the best opportunity that we did have. I'm not sure how the keeper saved that. I mean, I thought I was going to break his wrist when I hit that so sweetly. But yeah, we couldn't let that little period of dominance pay off, and it was Arsenal Fan TV coming back on the front foot again as we give the ball away. And you've got to give that guy credit, because that is all kinds of whips and top bins and things like that. Giving the ball away, Arsenal Fan TV with the quality to just whip that into the top right hand corner. So you can see there, Grez not happy with the way we've been defending in this game at all. 5-1 now, and Grez there showing his frustration really. Unfortunately with Grez, when he does get frustrated, it does affect his game a little bit, giving the ball away there straight to the opposition front man. And Arsenal Fan TV didn't need any help in this game, and they've gotten it there from the boot of Grez. Falls kindly back into his lap, but he's not going to miss that, and that is 6-1, and that was game over. 6-1 to Arsenal Fan TV. A very disappointing finish then, but we move quickly on to the second game then. London City, they did beat us. The only team that managed to beat us in the first round of fixtures, a side that we really struggle against. We've lost to them twice, beaten them once. The only team we have a negative record against in Next Level Football League history. The lineup for this one, not too different from the last one. Then we've got Tom Negresley in goal, Chris Hobbs, Jakey Stevens though making his first appearance in the second half of the season. That that's going to be massive for us. Myself, Steve Locke, Ollie Walker back as well. We've not had him in the side anywhere near enough this season. I think this is only his 3rd game of the season, and Ali Campbell has been an ever-present since he has signed for the club. As you see, there are no substitutes, struggling to get players for this one. Only 7 players for this game, which is a big disappointment. We don't like not having the players there, because especially in 7-a-side football, it's so high intensity. You really need the subs on the bench. As we see then the game kicking off, and London City got off to a blinding start. In our games, there always seems to be a goal in the first minute. This time it was the opposition's turn to score, switching off from a corner, just a dink to the back post, a good header into the far corner, back across the keeper, and 1-0 to London City. As we look for London City coming forward again, and this is why we struggle against them. They've got so much power and pace on the break. Should have done a little bit better. They expect Elliot Hackney to be finishing those kind of opportunities. As you see, me taking a corner, then it's deflected off the keeper, and Ollie Walker comes back onto it and absolutely slices that in to the far right hand corner. See, they're a bit of luck with the way it comes back off the goalkeeper, falls into Ollie Walker's path, and that is 1-1 back in the game after just a couple of minutes. So like I said, a very quick start, and we'll be looking to come on from here. As you see, Ollie Walker with the ball inside, gets the shot away, and that is a really good save by the goalkeeper. It has to be said, down to his right hand side to tip the ball past the post. A good opportunity there for us to go 2-1 up. As we see Elliot Hackney on the ball again, looking to run at them. We can't afford to let players run at them. He mishits the shot, and it just falls back into Milad's path, comes back out, and then manages to score. And that's the way the luck has been going for us at the minute. A mishit shot there, leading into a brilliant opportunity for London City FC. And they're not as wasteful as we are. They make the opportunity pay from the edge of the box. And now we find ourselves back at the 1-goal deficit. As we see Elliot coming forward with the ball again, using his pace, plays it out to Lawrence, and I'm really getting sick of the sight of that. The last 2 times we played Lawrence, he has scored 2 goals against us. I mean, he's absolutely fluffed that one. I'm not sure he would claim that he'd hit that one sweetly. Absolutely fluffed it, wrong foot Ingrez into that bottom near post corner, and 3-1 down, and it's not looking good for us again, especially, like I said, with only 7 men in this game. We're going to really struggle to get back into it. As I say, they're just walking around us now, and that is a great block on the line there from Ali Campbell, using his face well. As you see, another corner for London City then. Jake Stevens walking off the pitch. Jake did get sin-binned in this one. We're having a few issues really, because a lot of the players in the second half of the season, they know that Jakey is our danger man, obviously, and yeah, there's been a few cynical and tactical fouls going against us for the other side in a lot of these games, and we don't feel like the other teams are getting punished for it. They're not getting the yellow cards. Jakey obviously had something to say about it, and we end up being punished and getting a sin bin for it. So Jake Stevens, 5 minutes on the sideline, and obviously with 6 minutes you're going to struggle. As you see there, London City scoring another goal, just using their pace just to get the step on the man and firing a shot in low and hard into the near post. But still coming forward, looking to get back in this. Chris Hobson with a lovely effort. We've seen him whip goals in like that before. Only 3 goals down. There's still plenty of time to get back into a game like this in 7-a-side football. As you see Leroy sitting me down and slipping past me, then he's really, really dangerous coming out from the back positions like this. That's what London City like to do. Great strike from this player as well. Grez does manage to get a little something on it, but unfortunately it still finds its way into the bottom corner. And again, we're just showing how quickly London City can turn defence into attack. As you see Ali Campbell then trying to do what London City do and bring it out from the back, but unfortunately we don't quite have the ability to do that. Ali Campbell there holding up his hand, saying sorry to the boys. 6-1 down at this point really. I don't think it's going to have much of an outcome in terms of the final result. As you see London City just playing with it now. Leroy is honestly such a good player, it's ridiculous. Comes back inside, and another good save by Grez. He's let 6 in so far, but he's been absolutely peppered in this game. And credit to the lad for standing up and saving that one. As we see Chris Hobson just punting it forward then. So Sunday League, this goal that's gone in. I would love to be able to try and claim that one, but unfortunately I can't. I think it hit the keeper's hand and knocked my head there. That will go down as a Chris Hobson goal. So at least from this game it has finished 6-2 to London City FC, and it is another loss, but that's got to go down as the longest goal scored in Next Level Football League history. As we look at the player statistics then after that game, obviously not a lot has changed. Top goal scorer Jakey Stevens on 17, Chris Hobbs 7, James Heiser on 6. And when we go to the assists, I've moved clear now on 9 assists, Jake Stevens on 7 and Chris Hobster on 4. Jakey Stevens still leading the man of the matches on 3. James Heiser, Chris Hobster and Alex Lockwood, 1 man of the match each. And like it says, that little statistic at the bottom there, that is the first time we have now been out of the playoffs this season after 3 straight losses in the second half of the season. Started the first half of the season so well and just lagging, and you don't have a lot of time when a a team knows that you're lagging a little bit and they turn the screw, it's really, really difficult to get results in these games, and that shows in the table there. Moved out of the playoffs into 5th place, now 3 points behind Hashtag Academy, and our goal difference, which was superior to everyone in the league only 3 or 4 games ago, has now seen us looking like we're going to be really, really struggling for a top 4 finish. And then we look at the top goal scorers. Jake Stevens, he's only played 1 game in the second half of the season, not managed to score in it either. So unsurprisingly, Danny Adji, I want to call him Danny Adji, has extended his lead to 5 goals now, and that looking like that may be a bit of an unassailable lead there for Daniel Adji. So that's you all caught up for now. A very poor start to the second half of the season, but we've still got time to turn this around and get ourselves back into the playoffs. If you do enjoy these videos and you want to see more from us, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Of course, you can see highlights of all the matchday fixtures from every single week on the Next Level Football League channel. Come on boys, I believe we can get a win. It's on to the next one.